What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new tactic video. Today we have got Onslaught's Liverpool tactics. This tactic won a quadruple in multiple seasons, scored close to 3 goals a game, some seasons over that mark. It is an absolute monster. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as today we go over some of the rebuild results that of course equals hand-played games, so really getting a good plug-and-play system here. Let's get into it. So starting off right into the Premier League. Now this was actually taken from Season 4 in the Liverpool Realism rebuild that will be coming out tomorrow on the Daily Josh channel. And of course, if you're not a Patreon member, but if you are a Patreon member, you now get every time we do a rebuild, you get one of these. It's called an ultimate save file. It's a pre-made save file where you get 3 realistic Onslaught tactics, a realistic transfer shortlist that I'll do a sneak glimpse in this video for you, and also my best set pieces in one ready to go plug and play file. Perfect for the ultimate Liverpool fan or just someone who wants to play as Liverpool. So make sure you go and check it out in the description, because we're going to do those for pretty much every team in the game. So it's super easy, super just fast to get your hands on it and get right into the game. So with Liverpool then, as you can see, we are going to have an absolute Mo Salah dominated season, and actually his last season at the club in the game. A 7.57 average rating, 27 goals, 18 clean sheets, assists, not clean sheets, it is 18 clean sheets, but that is from Mamardashvili, their new man in goal, who actually I trusted after Alisson was moved on to a Saudi side, in Al Ittihad, I believe. Going over to the Premier League, we only lose 4 games. Now, I don't want to spoil my second channel sort of video, but there was a season where we only lost 2 games, so this actually did come out with around about a 96% win rate if you were to take it from that season. But of course we take it from the grand scheme of things, and we're looking at season 4, so 30 wins, 4 draws, and 4 losses. But I mean, to be honest, there was no team that got anywhere near us. We had the most goals, we had the most clean sheets, we were second when it comes to possession. We attack, we defend, we have the ball, we win trophies, we play entertaining football. Isn't that just the complete package? I think it is. And this was all done while having a 91% pass completion, over 27 shots in the game, 2.6 goals per game, only half a goal conceded a game, and to be honest with you, performing above everybody else in the league. Expected. As we also go on to beat bitter rivals Everton in the FA Community Shield, where Isaac drops an 8.5. Now, to be fair, he did bag a couple of goals, and as you can see, these are sort of the stats you can get to become to expect. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a bloodbath. Carabao Cup, we are going to win on penalties over Tottenham. A super close game, it has to be said. I mean, looking at the stats right now, we definitely did deserve to win it. We had more shots, more XG, equal possession to be fair, but more corners, more shots on and off target, and we simply were the better team. So we did deserve to win that. Now, to get to that final, of course, let's go and see who else we beat. We did actually smash Aston Villa 5-1. The quarterfinals 5-0 over Sunderland. The 4th round 4-0 over Palace. We absolutely smoked everyone. Of course, we also go on to win the Champions League. 1-0 over Tottenham Hotspur in a game that was decided from a penalty. Despite having more possession and over 10 shots on target, it went down to a penalty, which is quite mind-boggling. Now, the league phase, we actually go invincible in. I know, shock horror, that's what we do on this channel. Round of 16, 6-0 over Athletic Club, a bit of an easier opposition. The quarterfinals 5-2 over Bayern, and the semis 6-4 over Inter. And now let's go and pick out a game to watch where we can really see how this tactic performs. I've gone with a game actually against Bayern, because at the end of the day, I could look at a game against Palace, but this feels like a game against Palace because we're absolutely smoking them. A 1-0 start inside of 4 minutes. This was actually the first leg of, I believe it was the quarter-final, wasn't it? Against Bayern. They're no easy team. Of course, Bayern, a team I know quite well from the rebuild, and I know they have got the odd mistake in them, and that nearly was an awful one. But we win the ball back here with new man Larson, and Bayern were just playing a little bit of the most strangest football I've ever seen. Elise does very well there, but you can see how active we are on that press. 4 or 5 men around one player. Salah is going to go outright into Al Hilali, a new signing, into Florian Wirtz, and that is going to be 2 in 53 minutes. Now, we're not playing Ipswich Town. We're not playing Wolves. We're not playing Cheltenham. We're playing playing FC Bayern, one of the best teams in world football, and we're doing this. Set piece comes in from Florian Wirtz, backstick, make it 3. Lovely. As another set piece comes in, again, my set pieces are special, and it nearly is going to be another goal. Honestly, set pieces alone, we score like 10 to 12 goals a season. They are absolutely broken. So make sure you go and grab them, because if you're struggling to score or defend from set pieces, that will help you out. But a ball goes over the top. We are going to deal with it. Again, we signed so well in this rebuild. Larson plays it back into Van Dijk, into McAllister, over the top into Kirkes. Again, plenty of space on the ball. What's he going to do? Well, apparently he's going to run at everybody. He's going to go alone. A little, well, it should have been a penalty, I think, but a ball goes out into the right back on the half turn. A little bit of luck there, but let me tell you something. The stats, well, it's not all about luck this game, because we'll look at the stats live together, shall we? They were an absolute thumping. It's an embarrassment for Bayern. Oh, lovely. Oh, there we go. We can see the stats. Yeah. It was one-sided, let's just say that. So then, over to the tactic breakdown. If you are enjoying, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I have just loaded into the ultimate save file, and just like that, I'm going to have 3 ready-to-play tactics. I've got a transfer shortlist of realistic media-linked players, or players that are realistic to sign in the game. And yeah, let's go and talk tactics right now. So, firstly, let's clear the team, because it does get a little bit clustered, a little bit in your face. So, we are going to have 3 variants today. Again, you are going to need all 3. You can either go over to the Patreon and download all 3 in one simple bundle, or you can copy, hence why they are in the video. It's not a forced option. You can copy it click for click, which is why we don't miss anything. So right off the bat, you want to play the default version, which will be based off a clean slate and the attacking mentality. Let's go over in possession first, then we'll go over the out of possession, because as you can see, we are actually going to be a team that attacks and defends in a 4-3-3. So it's a real good tactic. It's one which, for me personally, I really like to see what it gets out of players. And what it done was, well, to be honest, to put it in one word, it was magnificent. So the goalkeeper, let's go over and talk about him first. So the goalkeeper is going to be a ball-playing goalkeeper on the default, and also on the default for both in and out of possession. The wing-back on the right-hand side, of course, is going to be very important. Jeremy Frimpong stepping in to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he's a man with bags of pace. So make more runs, take more risks, cross from the byline, and also run wide when it comes to the dribbling direction, as he also naturally is going to be told to trigger press to more often. The left back, we used a mix of Kirkes and Robertson. I kept him a little bit more sort of humble, the left back. He will be told to take more risks and also be defaulted when it comes to out of possession. So nice and straightforward. The ball playing centre back on the right hand side will be told to dribble more. This is going to be your Canate. Dribble more, standard, take more risks and make fewer runs, with the default options being selected for out of possession. It's a well-known fact, of course, Van Dijk is going to be next to him, and he does go quite direct with his passing, as we have replicated, and we are also telling him to do the bare minimum when it comes to out of possession. So you've actually got a nice mixture of players here. You've got one right back who is all guns blazing down the right hand side. Now, if you are playing someone purely like Kirkes 24/7, you can make this a lot more attacking. As you can see, you can play it like this: running wide, taking more risks, standard crossing, the same as the actual right back. But when I played Robertson, I went in with a lot more of a humble approach, because I didn't really want him to go up and down all the time, because of his poor stamina and his age, for example. So it really comes down to who you're playing there, to what you really want to do. The DM in the middle is going to come in simply on the default options, apart from being told to pass shorter when it comes to the passing strategy. And out of possession, we are going to add in tackle harder. The right hand side of the midfield is going to be a CM on move into the channels, make more runs, shoots more often, more direct passing, and simply defaulted. And the last role is going to be a bit of a treat. It is going to be a midfield playmaker. I've not used it yet. Take more risks, a standard passing strategy, and simply more often, and then the rest is left to the default. Now, I do want to quickly say at this part of the video, if you are interested in getting all of these Patreon perks, it does include all 3 tactics today, all 3 tactics of every tactic I make, mobile and console tactics, set pieces, training routines, ad-free viewing, all of the ultimate save files, all of my rebuild files, transfer shortlists, Wonder Kid shortlists, one-on-one tactics tactical help, priority and requests, access to big giveaways. I mean, there is so much. There is about 20 Patreon perks now that I've taken a long time to think about, and also I take your suggestions on board with new perks to offer. So if you're not part of the Patreon team, make sure you get to know, because it is going to be in the description. We're pushing towards 7,000 members, and I want to take just 1 second to thank you so much. Since this game's come out, we've attracted over 1,200 new people to that community. We speak in a massive group chat. It is the place to be. Make sure you come and get involved. Now, going on up to the front three, we are going to use 2 inverted wingers, or should I actually say inside wingers, although I like to call them inverted wingers. They are going to be told on the left-hand side to cut inside, roam, shoot more often, take more risks, and then standard, while being told to be defaulted out of possession. On the right-hand side, cut inside, dribble more, make more runs, shoot more often, and standard, with out of possession being told to be defaulted. And through the middle, your Isaac, we are going to have him simply on the default and simply on the default. Now, if you are playing Hugo Ekitike or a bit more of a link-up player, you can, of course, drop them to a deep line forward, and the tactic actually still works really, really well. Now, super is very, very simple with how it goes from in to out of possession, because it is the same shape. So, striker goes to striker in terms of instructions. Inverted wingers go to wingers. We are going to have a pressing midfield player here, a pressing central midfield player. He takes the instructions of this man right now. The CM goes to the CM, the DM to the DM. The wing backs are now going to go to 2 pressing fullbacks, and obviously the centre backs, well, they both go to the centre backs. So very, very simple, and that is why it works really, really well, to be honest, guys, because there is not much for it to adapt to in and out of possession. It happens just like that. The players just act a little bit differently. Team instructions, let's go over it right now. In possession, shorter, a higher tempo, less often, standard attacking transition, narrower, keep ball in play, be more expressive, play through, mixed, balanced, both flanks when it comes to supporting runs, balanced dribbling, both flanks, passing to the space, work ball into the box, balance shots from distance. If you've got some sort of good shot takers, which to be fair, I did switch to on some games, you can encourage shots, and also low crosses. Out of possession, high press, obviously the higher defensive line, much more often, counter press, get stuck in, balanced, trap inside, and also, yes, when it comes to short goalkeeper distribution. Now, that tactic's brilliant, but it's not without the next 2. So, the attacking version is going to hold that same shape, and to be honest with you, there is not too much we actually change. So, one of the big changes is going to be the addition of the AM coming in. He will be told to make more runs, move into the channels, and also trigger press to more often. We also introduce a DLP on shorter passing, dribble more, and also tackle harder, just to be a bit more of a playmaker in that deep area of the team. Now, optionally, I didn't do this, but you can really max out these wing backs, you know. You can tell them to shoot more, dribble more, run wide all the time. You can tell them to be absolute monsters, and that is something I'm going to include in the video, because it's something that I would do if I was maybe a goal behind in the 80th minute, and I really wanted to push the players on. As for the sort of wingers, you can't really make them much more attacking, because they already are very, very, very in your face. What we have done out of possession, you'll see it right now, is actually introduce another pressing midfield player. So really taking it to town. Again, apart from that, there is nothing really else you can do without, you know, sabotaging your team that is going to help. Now, obviously, we are going to go onto the attacking mentality, and there are going to be big changes in the team instructions. For example, a much higher tempo, shorter passing, be more expressive. The rest of the stuff does remain quite similar, but I'll go over it. So time wasting less often, counter-attack, narrower, keep ball in play, be more expressive, play through, mixed, balanced, both flanks, encourage dribbling this time, both flanks, pass into space, work ball into the box, balanced and low crosses. Out of possession, the much higher line comes in, high press, much more often, counter press, get stuck in, trap inside, and yes, when it comes to goalkeeper distribution. So we've just added a couple of things which really are a lot more direct and in your face, and just changed the team just a little bit. So the defensive version is of course the opposite. So a balanced mentality is going to come in. For example, team instructions, you'll see right off the bat, we are now a team with a standard tempo. Still got the shorter passing, still narrower, still keeping the ball in play. We're still being more expressive, but to counter that being too attacking, we now pass the feet, discourage long shots, work ball into the box, and have low crosses all together in one sweet bundle. Out of possession, the high press, the standard defensive line, much more often, counter press, stay on feet again, think sensible, trap inside, and know when it comes to short goalkeeper distribution. And the actual player role changes, well, there's a lot, because we now defend in a 4-1-4-1. We are still going to be using the same roles, but for example, we are going to have two now default inverted wingers, so nothing crazy at all. The striker in itself is going to remain the same, nothing crazy there. We are going to introduce a wide central midfield player who will be told to stay wider and then simply defaulted. The CM on the right hand side, default and default. The DM comes in, shorter, and then the rest of the whole profile in possession, blank. Out of possession, simply tackle harder. The centre-backs do remain the same. The wing-backs also remain the same because they were such an influential part of this tactic, I couldn't take it away. They really, really were important, and I wanted to keep them doing exactly what they've done so well at. We do actually now introduce two half full-backs, so again, going to be very, very defensively minded. The DM is the DM. The wide CM goes to the CM. The CM goes to the CM. The inverted wingers now go to this role, which is going to be a wide midfield player, and the striker does remain the same. But that is going to give you not one, not two, but three variants of Arne Slot's system. It's a real electrifying system that, trust me, you need to give it a go. It's super fun, gets really, really good results. And again, if you are a Liverpool fan or just want an easy way to load into the game, make sure you go and check out the Patreon for that ultimate save file, because your favourite team will be on there, and if it's not, I'll make sure it is. So be sure to leave a like and subscribe, whack the sub bell on. We're so close to 40k subs. Honestly, mental I'm even saying that. Much love as always. See you in the next one.